Jug Life live from Outlift Athletics in Long Island, New York.
The lens is looking a little dirty, Vin.
Is it?
So today we're waiting for Chad and Max. We're doing a squat seminar. We got Juggernaut Training Systems here. We're gonna do a live Jug Live podcast. So we're gonna see you guys soon as Chad gets here with Max. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm tired as fuck, got no sleep. Who gives a shit? Because we're here to have a good time. We got some kegs. We already tapped them. We used to tapping things. Elise's ass. But no, we tapped the kegs and we're ready to rock. Waiting for Chad, waiting for Max. We're gonna do that live seminar in just a second. We'll see you guys soon. All right, we are still waiting for Chad. There's no signs of Chad, but Chad is rad, so he's coming. Look at that camera. Look at this filthy lens. This is what happens when you shoot too many pornos and you don't clean it off after.
It's a little messy.
It's post-porno.
Oh, it is disgusting.
Yeah, look at that. It's disgusting.
Oh, I thought you were kidding.
Phil, I wasn't kidding. I'm being serious.
What's up?
You guys. Oh, look at that awkward handshake. We got that awkward. That's going on YouTube. That awkward handshake. Look. What you doing, man? The man, the myth, the legend, Frank has arrived. And Jess. What's up, girl?
Hey, how are you?
How's it going? Good. What's up, baby? How you doing?
You want to do the real thing?
Yes. Oh, wait, hold on. I fucked it all up, man. It's been a while. I'm really tired. There you go. That's good.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Mal, what are you here for?
Hey! I'm here to learn how to squat better.
Learn how to squat better. That's good. Well, you'll definitely learn. Chad is definitely the man. Hello, guys. Say hi. Doing good, baby. Doing good. You guys ready? All right. Got your squat shoes on? Got your squat shoes on, baby? Yeah. Can we like bomb Walker's car with snowballs when Chad comes? We should like compile a bunch of them, like Elf, you know, like when he just starts winging them, fucking over and over again. I expect some traveling dance moves. There we go. That's excellent. Look at that footwork. Just watch the potholes. What's the matter?
Where's Chad at?
Where's Chad? I don't know. He's a couple minutes late.
Walker pick him up?
No, Walker's here.
Walker's here?
Yeah, he said he's 5 minutes late. Why are you parking there?
Because I got my teeth pulled out.
I know, I saw. You look like shit.
It looks like a chipmunk.
All right, guys. Oh my God! Look at the gums.
Back up!
Look at the gums.
Back up!
Look at the gums. Be careful. Here's Walker. He's on the phone with Chad right now. Chad, where are you, Chad?
12 o'clock, there's a fucking message from him from 9 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, are you gonna come get me?
Really?
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
It's gonna take an hour and a half to get there.
I was like, there's no way I can get you now. Like, I feel terrible. Like, this phone is fucking retarded.
You guys ready to squat?
Yeah,
Yeah, good shit, man. Yeah, baby. You ready to die?
Ready to die to the bar.
Hell yeah.
Once we finish squatting, we'll probably work on the squat hour 15, hour 30. We'll then start the podcast part of things, the live podcast, or filmed in front of a live studio audience is more what we're going for there. And in that, we'll talk a bit about how you can structure your squat training, particularly the idea of exercise selection as it relates to different weak points that you may have in the squat. And then we'll take questions from you and then hang out and call it a day.
Hey!
Some good quality stuff here, Captain.
Yeah, we're done there.
Grab one of those chairs and we're running out of stuff. Grab a chair. Alright, so this first drill we're going to do we call 90-90 breathing. This is sort of the foundational movement to help you begin to understand how to brace. Long, full inhale and exhale. The bottom of your ribs are aligned with the top of your pelvis. They're facing each other. As big as you can into your nose. Hold that full brace position for 2 or 3 seconds. As the air comes in, right now you should feel that your low back is pretty flush against the floor. Extend the low back to go higher. Don't do that. Stop before you get there. So you're only extending up as high as your hip will take you. You can grab either a plate, maybe a 10 or 15 kilo plate, or a kettlebell, dumbbell, any of those will work. It doesn't need to be particularly heavy. I'm flexing my glutes, putting my hips right underneath me. So the bottom of my ribs and the top of my pelvis are lined up. I'm not extended through the low back. I'm not excessively tucked under either. Everything is stacked right on top of each other. Maintaining that position, just gonna do some squats, kind of slower tempo. Find the pressure through your whole foot. Sit at the bottom, let your ankles kind of stretch out. Just get comfortable. 10, 15 reps like that. Just setting the position every time at the top. Quick forceful exhale. Fill that neutral position up. Hold. You want to, particularly at the bottom of the squat, to push the weight out in front of you. And back in, you should feel how that forces you into a harder brace. Feel the pressure evenly distributed through your whole foot. Big toe, little toe, heel. Even weight distribution through those 3 points. Close inside the hands. So at least, a straight plumb line down from your pinkies. Once we've done that, we're going to draw everything towards the middle of your body. Scapula are going to retract, kind of fold together, and then you're going to try and pull your elbows together slightly behind your back. Once you've done these 2 steps, hands a little bit closer, everything squeezed towards the middle. Step number 3 is going to be to drive your elbows under the bar, drive your elbows forward. If you're doing a really good job of step 1 and step 2, everything is pulled back in tight as hard as possible. As you try and push your elbow forward, it might not really move at all. Because I have everything squeezed back hard here, I try and push my elbow forward. This is a bit of personal preference, but I find that putting my thumb over the bar instead of around the bar kind of unimpinges the shoulder, makes it a little bit easier to get into position. I got him on. Treat 135 like your max like 135. Insert whatever number may be appropriate there if your max is 135. So the first part of that means, every set you do is an opportunity to practice good technique or bad technique. So, treat it with respect and do what needs to be done. Obviously, all of you are smart people, smart, good-looking people who care about your technique because you're smart enough to come to this clinic. So I'm not worried about you focusing on your technique at all times. That's going to be a given. The second part of it, to treat your max like 135. How many times have you, your training partner, people you coach, they're going through warm-up sets, quick, confident descent, and then get to the top set, unrack it, oh shit, this is heavy, and that quick, confident descent turns into this move, right? That's where we need to treat your max like 135. Is it realistic that you just, dive bomb your squat? No. What we're trying to do is create consistent tempo and rhythm in the descent. Tighten, control, accelerate. Tighten, control, accelerate. We don't want to go too slow on the way down. That's going to use a lot of energy. It's not going to allow you to get much of the stretch reflex. That little bit of acceleration into the hole give you the rebound you need. But if you try and go fast for too great of a distance, most people just have a hard time staying tight, all right? Hitting their right positions. Maybe you could hit, 1 out of 5 great dive bomb squats where you just, fly into the hole from the top, but we're trying to do every squat right. A little bit more about the foot and knee position. So we talked about even big toe, little toe, heel pressure, hips and knees moving together. if you have problems with your weight rolling in and forward on your foot, your heel coming off the ground a little bit, your knee coming in, you're going to think of screwing your feet into the ground. Imagine if you were standing on top of two plates, they're twisting those plates out as you go. That's going to cause your knees to open a little bit, allow you to sit between your knees. I'm not a big fan of the cue knees out or spread the floor. Not that they're bad cues. The cue is just really a relationship between athlete and coach. How much forward travel is good for you is going to be dictated by your own ankle mobility. If you try and put your knees way far forward and your heels come off the ground, that's too far forward for you. You know, you see pictures of some weightlifters catching a clean and it looks like their knee is a foot in front of their toe, but their whole foot's still on the ground. They have very mobile ankles. You're probably somewhere in between that and totally vertical shin. Some forward knee travel is fine, as long as your whole foot stays flat on the ground, great. Wherever your knee is when you're in the hole, this most forward position of your knee, we want to keep it there as you begin to stand up. This move, knees traveling back, hips rising without the shoulders moving, needs to be avoided. I'm going to talk about that a lot more in the podcast of how we correct that problem. But for me to keep my knees in this most forward position, if you focus on keeping pressure on your big toe as I push out of the hole, now I can push with my quads. My knees shift back naturally as I get farther up. So in the hole, knee stays forward, pressure stays on your big toe, so we can stand straight up, using legs and back together rather than hips rise and then we're into some, ugly looking good morning squat.
I would only come to here.
Once you choose your head position, you gotta lock it in. It's like you're wearing a neck brace from there. So if you're looking straight ahead, that's fine, you stay there. Looking slightly down, that's fine, stay there. Any sort of head movement, there'll be people that hit a sticking point and can drive their head back and it helps them get through there a little bit. But a really head back position is gonna do what we call drive extensor tone. All right, that's just a fancy way of saying it makes the muscles on the back of your body tight. But for a lot of people, especially if you don't have a lot of mobility there like myself, once I was really locked in, I'd barely even be able to put my head back. If I was to do this and really look up, it's gonna push my low back into extension, which, through so many of these cues we're trying to avoid. So take that neutral-ish head position, lock it in like you're wearing a neck brace. As you hit the hole, particularly if you have problems with your hips rising before your shoulders, and we'll talk about this more when we get into the podcast part of things. It's going to really be if you're in the strong legs, weaker back group, but a bit for both groups, is we need to actively use your back strength throughout the lift. So as we hit the hole, I want to take that whole head and shoulder unit locked in by the neck brace idea and drive it back. All right, we are back with the Jug Life Podcast live from Long Island, New York. Yeah! All right, so we're talking about different exercises to address different weak points, weak portions of the squat.
Sort of the go-to thing for a lot of people, depending on your qualification. If you're on the newer side, belt squats. When you do belt squats, having the belt around your hips.
Max, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Max_Aita, on Facebook, or you can email me, max@jtstrength.com.
And I'm Chad Wesley Smith, @Chad Wesley Smith, and @Juggernaut Training on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you to Outlift Athletics for hosting us today, and we'll see you next week.